they simply don't want to invest more time, energy into raising you and nurturing you. That's not their game plan. Yeah, they bred you for a purpose and reason, and the sooner you are able to give them, everything is okay. Otherwise, they are going to make your life hell, miserable. They are going to guilt trip you, shame you, torture you, antagonize you, withhold love and affection, do all sorts of nasty stuff. Hello everyone, I hope everyone is doing good and taking good care of themselves. So today I'm going to talk about the weird and abnormal things narcissistic parents do with their children. And before I get going, I would request you all to like, share, subscribe the channel, hit the notification bell so you guys are updated whenever we put out a new content. So narcissistic parents have extreme sense of entitlement, extreme hunger and craving for attention and admiration. Narcissistic parents, control anything and everything in their kids' life. Narcissistic parents lack empathy. They really don't care what the kid is going through on the inside. Yeah, it's all about them. Narcissistic parents, have this extreme hunger and craving for attention and admiration, and they want to be validated, they want to be heard and seen, but they really don't find it necessary and important to give the same thing to their children. Yeah, it's pretty one way. Conversations are also very monological, and it's all about the narcissistic parent. Narcissistic parents find it difficult to express remorse or gratitude. Yeah, and this is because of that extreme sense of entitlement, all that ego. They think they have done a great deal of favor to the child by having sex and bringing him in this world. Yeah, by raising him, nurturing him, they have done a great deal of thing for the child. They have done a favor to the child, and now the child has to return the favor by being a slave. Now the child has to return the favor, and they can only do that by being extremely obedient, and by simply doing whatever the parent wants them to do. Plus, you can never get even with narcissistic parents. So no matter what you do for them, they will keep shifting the goalpost. Yeah, they are going to tell you, well, I know you have done this, but this is not the kind of thing that is ideal. Yeah, this is something which is ideal, you need to do this as well. Yeah, they are going to tell you, well, you have done this for me, but you will never be able to compensate for the time and emotion I have put in, nurturing you and raising you. So you can never get even with them. Sometimes what happens is that we try and do things so that we can be even. Yeah, you have done for me, let me do for you. But when you are with a narcissist, you can never be even with them. They will keep on shifting things, they will keep on shifting the goal, they will keep on guilt tripping you in various new ways, and this is basically to keep you forever trapped, keep you forever on hook, and get you to do anything and everything for them. Yeah, till the time they are there. Yeah, that's the simple strategy they follow. Yeah, they will not validate you, they will not thank you, they will not express gratitude or remorse, they will not apologize for their bad behavior, they will keep on guilt tripping you, they will keep on shifting the goalposts, and that's it. Sometimes they are going to triangulate. Yeah, they will get someone else to do the talking. They're flying monkeys, they're enablers, because you need to understand that narcissistic individuals, in this case narcissistic parents, are very concerned about their image. They don't want to be labeled as the greedy parent or the bad parent. Yeah, so the narcissistic parents really don't want to tarnish their image. Yeah, and this helps them preserve that good parent image in front of the others. A parent who has sacrificed, gone out of the way to do things for their kids, but the kid is not appreciating, but the kid is not thankful, the kid is not obedient. you know you can never make a narcissistic parent happy. Yeah, and the narcissistic parent is never going to you know um, validate you, yeah, for your efforts, for the things that you do for them. They are going to throw tiny bit of crumbs. They are not going to validate you the way how healthy individuals validate each other's efforts. Yeah, they're going to throw tiny bit of crumb. Yeah, I know you have done this for me, but there is a long way to go. look at their son, he's done so much. Look at their daughter, she has done so much. Yeah, so they are going to, give you backhanded compliments. Yeah, so they are going to tell you, well, you are only capable because I raised you that way. You are only capable because I got you into good school. So they are going to, credit hog, for all your effort and achievement, and they are going to give you backhanded compliments. Yeah, they are never going to directly tell you thank you so much, I'm so proud of you. Yeah, they are never going to tell you, well, you have put in all the hard work and effort and look where you have reached. They are not going to validate you that way. Yeah, they are going to give you backhanded compliments. If I wouldn't have had put you into that school, you wouldn't have been where you are now. If I wouldn't have had sacrifice, things in life, you wouldn't have become who you are now. So it's all my hard work, yeah, and not yours. So narcissistic parents are, I mean, pretty dark and not so healthy. Yeah, narcissistic parents are more damaging than narcissistic spouse. Now, coming back to the topic, what are, some of the weird and abnormal things that narcissistic parents do with their children? The first thing that they do with their children is parentification. They parentify the child. They start treating the child as an adult. You need to understand, because narcissists breed for a purpose and reason, and they don't like spending time and waiting for you to become a grown-up adult and, then doing things for them. They don't have patience. They lack patience. They are impulsive individuals. So the moment they see that you are able to walk and talk, they will start burdening you with all the responsibilities, whether it is household responsibility, business responsibility, or taking care of the sibling, or supporting the narcissistic parent emotionally. Yeah, so they will start treating you as an adult, and this is because they want an output from you. They just don't want to keep doing things for you. Yeah, nurturing you, caring for you. They have bred you for a purpose and reason, and when they see that you are able to talk and walk, you're absolutely okay to do the things that I want you to do. Yeah, they are not like healthy parents, who raise their children and who wait for their children to become adult, and then maybe they can talk about their problem and they can mutually resolve certain issues. But all of those stuff doesn't exist in a narcissistic relationship. So the moment the narcissistic parent, sees that you're able to eat, walk, take care of things, they are going to start burdening you with responsibilities, whether it is to babysit the sibling, to do household chores, or to emotionally support the narcissistic parent. And this is extremely damaging for the children, because so narcissistic parents are simply robbing the childhood from their children, yeah, by parentifying, yeah, burdening the child with adult responsibilities. Yeah, healthy parents don't do that. Healthy parents nurture, nourish, take care of the child, and let the kids be kids. Yeah, and when the time is right, when they grow up, if they feel like they can share responsibility, they can do things. But healthy parents don't burden their kids. Yeah, but with narcissistic parents, it's absolutely opposite and different. They bred you for a purpose and reason, and the moment they see that you are fit, they are going to burden you with it. They don't care whether at all that's a very adult responsibility that they are burdening you with. All what they want is that you do what they want out of you. They simply don't want to invest more time, energy into raising you and nurturing you. That's not their game plan. Yeah, they bred you for a purpose and reason, and the sooner you are able to give them, everything is okay. Otherwise, they are going to make your life hell, miserable. They are going to guilt trip you, shame you, torture you, antagonize you, withhold love and affection, do all sorts of nasty stuff. So the first abnormal and weird thing that narcissistic parents do with their children is parentification, burdening their children with adult responsibilities. The second weird and abnormal thing that narcissistic parents do is that they isolate their children from other support system. And this is because narcissistic parents are scared of losing their supply source, something which they have created for themselves. They don't want that kid to run away. They don't want that kid to get love and affection elsewhere. Yeah, they want the kid to be codependent. They want the kid to be dependent on them for validation, for everything. So narcissistic parents meticulously train and gaslight their children that the outside world is bad, your that friend is bad, your that relative is bad, you need to be away from them, and I'm the only one that is to be trusted. Yeah, they keep gaslighting, they keep emotionally manipulating their child. They simply isolate their child from all kinds of support system. They don't want their kids to get any kind of love and affection apart from them. Yeah, they don't want the kid to be validated by the others. They want to be the only authority in their kids life. They want to be the only provider in their kids life, whether it is validation, love and affection, whatever it is. So narcissistic parents are expert in isolating their kids from other support system, and this is basically to keep the kid dependent on them. Yeah, they don't want the kid to cultivate healthy validation from external sources. They don't want that to happen. They want the kid to come back to them. Yeah, because if the kid is getting validated elsewhere, if the kid is you know uh, getting love and affection elsewhere, the kid might leave this antagonistic parent. The kid might drift away from narcissistic parent, and that's not what they want. They bred you for a purpose and reason, and they don't want you to forget that. So narcissistic parents are going to demonize your relatives. Narcissistic parents are going to demonize and label and profile your friends, everyone, and they're going to project everyone as the bad person, as the bad guy, as the bad girl. Yeah, and they will tell you that you shouldn't mingle with her, you shouldn't spend more time with her, him. Yeah, they are going to cook up some story, and they are going to brainwash you so that you keep coming back to them and not seek validation, love and affection elsewhere. I know it's sad, but this is the reality. This is who these narcissistic parents are. The next weird and abnormal thing narcissistic parents do with their children is gaslighting through false memories. So if you have memory of something, the narcissistic parent is going to tell you, well, no, 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 that was not the thing, that was not the case, let me tell you the right version. You don't remember the right version. So this is also a kind of a manipulation tactic that narcissistic parents use. Yeah, where they will gaslight you to such an extent that you simply doubt your perception, you doubt your own memories, you doubt your own feelings, and you are off balance, and you are simply dependent on them. Yeah, they will come as a savior, and they are going to rescue you, but in that rescue process they are simply replacing the right memories with the false memories. Yeah, they are going to tell you, well, no, 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 that was not the case, that was not the situation, that was not the incident, this was the situation, this was the case. So if you have a memory where they treated you bad, or if you have a memory where they insulted you, I mean the narcissistic parent insulted you in front of the others, and if you tell them that, mom, I didn't feel good when you insulted me in front of the relatives, then they are going to tell you, well, I was not insulting you, are you crazy? That was out of love and concern. I was worried about you. That is not called insulting, that is being possessive about you. Yeah, I was possessive about you. That is my care and concern, that is no insult. Who was I insulting in front of? It was the relatives, it was the family. They also, want you to do good, they want you to be safe. So, narcissistic parents are expert storytellers, yeah, and they are expert in gaslighting. Yeah, gaslighting is a form of communication. Yeah, they used to communicate with their victims, in this case of course their children. So narcissistic parents are very smart, and they are expert in gaslighting through false memories. They are going to replace the original version with the false manipulated version. Yeah, And this is of course going to make things more messy for you. Yeah, because you remember things in a certain way, and then they come and gaslight you, and then they simply replace that memory, they invalidate that experience, and you are simply now in a state where you are doubting your own perception, you are doubting your own feelings, yeah, you're doubting your own experience. Yeah, you're simply off balance. You need validation from your caregivers. That is what helps you stand firm. That is what helps you believe things. Yeah, but when you are being constantly gaslit by your caregivers, what do you think all of that is going to do to you? You are simply going to be off balance. Yeah, because anything that you remember, if you utter a word about it, they are going to gaslight, and they are going to replace your experience, your memory, with a false version that is created by them. So I mean, kids are destroyed, or you can say kids are damaged beyond repair from an early age. Yeah, some people might say no, parents are different, parents have their own challenges. I get it, but what has got manipulation to do with parenting? Why does a parent need to manipulate small child? Why does a parent need to overshare things with a child? Why does a parent have to make the child feel responsible? But none of those enablers are going to answer these questions. Yeah, so yes, the most weird and abnormal things that narcissistic parents do with their children is being discussed in this episode. Yeah, so yes, gaslighting through false memories is another weirdest thing, or you can say abnormal thing, that narcissistic parents do with their children. The other weird and abnormal thing that narcissistic parents do with their children is public humiliation or embarrassment. Narcissistic parents really don't care what's going inside of you. Um, their entire goal is to establish control. Yeah, they can establish control by withholding love and affection. They can establish control by guilt tripping you. They can establish control by manipulating you. They can establish control by shaming you. Yeah, so narcissistic parents really don't hesitate in humiliating their kids in front of the others, public humiliation and embarrassment. And this is because of that extreme sense of entitlement. I can do anything, and then I can use my role to simply protect myself and evade all kind of accountability and responsibility. I'm your parent, I did this for your greater good, I did that for your benefit, for your well-being, for your wellness. Yeah, we know the drill. So narcissistic parents, because of their extreme sense of entitlement and because of this lack of empathy, they really don't hesitate in embarrassing their kids in front of the others, humiliating, shouting, swearing at their kids, belittling their kids, invalidating their kids, mocking their kids. Yeah, embarrassing their kids in front of the others. Yeah, and this is because they really don't care what goes inside of their kids. It's all about them and not the other way around. Kids, I have bred them for a purpose and reason. Yeah, they are not supposed to feel anything apart from what I tell them to feel. Yeah, they are not supposed to experience a huge array of emotions. They are only supposed to experience what I experience and validate and permit. Yeah, so that's how things are in narcissistic families. The next weird and abnormal thing that narcissistic parents do with their children is exploiting their kids vulnerabilities. So if the kid is shy, if the kid is not good in something, narcissistic parents are not going to empower their kids. Narcissistic parents are not going to stand with their kids. Instead, they are going to use their kids flaws, weakness, yeah, vulnerabilities, to shame the kid. Yeah, and this is simply to have better control and grip over the child. Narcissistic parents will not take the trouble of empowering you. Yeah, they might empower you with backhanded compliments. They might empower you by reminding you of the things they have done for you. Yeah, that's the kind of empowerment you can expect in narcissistic relationships. In this case, narcissistic parents and their children. So narcissistic parents are big time into using your vulnerabilities, weaknesses against you. Yeah. So yes, narcissistic parents are big time into exploiting vulnerabilities of their children. So if you're not good in something, narcissistic parents are going to take help of comparison. They're going to compare you with other kids. They're going to compare you with others' children. They're going to compare you, with your other sibling. Yeah, your sister does pretty well. I don't know, what are you up to? Yeah, so narcissistic parents, will not hesitate in, comparing you with others, and using your vulnerabilities, your weaknesses, yeah, against you. They are not going to empower you. They are not going to, you know uh, keep things to themselves. They will make sure that they will use your vulnerabilities, weaknesses, yeah, to control you, yeah, to embarrass you in front of the others. Yeah, so if you have failed in something, or if you are not performing, that good in some subject or the other, they are going to make sure that they are going to keep bringing that topic, yeah, in front of the others, and do the comparison thing, and then shame you, yeah, and make you feel responsible, yeah, and make you feel as if you are the reason for their embarrassment. Yeah, your bad performance in academics or your bad performance in sports is bringing embarrassment to them, whereas in we know things are other way around. Yeah, so narcissistic parents are big time into using their kids weakness, flaws and vulnerabilities, and they do this because they feel entitled, they lack empathy, and they bred you for a purpose and reason. It is as simple as that. Yeah, and they want things out of you, and if you are unable to give them, they will do all nasty stuff with you. They really don't care what damage their action is causing you. They really don't care what you are feeling or what you are going through on the inside, because they have inability to self-reflect. They have extreme sense of entitlement. I know it all, I have reached the epitome of perfection, and that's it. Yeah, I have done a favor to my kid by bringing him into this world, and not the other way around. Yeah, so things are pretty transactional, instrumental and conditional. The next weird and abnormal thing that narcissistic parents do with their children is image oriented parenting. Yeah, so it's all about their image. Yeah, it's not about the well-being of the child. So they might appreciate you, or they might validate you in front of the others, because they have to save their ass, they have to protect their image, but inside four walls they are going to be nasty and ruthless with you. Yeah, they are going to antagonize you, torment you, do all sorts of bad stuff with you. So narcissistic parents are all about the image. Yeah, grandiose have their own style, coverts have their own style, malignant narcissists have their own style. All of the narcissists have their own unique style, and they are very much into this image oriented parenting. Yeah, so it's not about your well-being or wellness, it's about their image. Yeah? So narcissistic parents have a lot of these double standards. Yeah, they will be something else inside four walls, they will be something else in front of the others. They might be telling you and doing things with you, but the same thing will not be applicable on them. Yeah, rules don't apply to them, but rules apply to you. So narcissistic parents are all about image. Yeah, and they will do anything and everything to preserve the image they are protecting. They are least interested in actually taking interest in your well-being. Yeah, so if they will buy you something, it's basically to show others what a good parent they are. If they are going to send you to a good college, it's not that they want you to do good, it's because they want that social validation. They want to preserve that image. They want to project themselves as someone who has done the best for their child. Narcissistic parents do a lot of weird things. Narcissistic parents do a lot of abnormal things. It's nowhere close to healthy family and healthy parent. Narcissistic parents are um, very different. Yeah, they are very concerned about their image. So they might treat you really well in front of the others, and that is basically to preserve and protect their image. Yeah, but inside four walls we know how badly they treat us. Yeah, so narcissistic parents are very image oriented, and their parenting is also, very image oriented. It's not about your wellness, or it's not about your actual well-being. It's about their image. Yeah, so narcissistic parents are going to get you into good school, good college. They are going to do things for you, so that they can guilt trip you later, they can shame you later. Yeah, so if you try and confront them, if you try and do things your way, narcissistic parents are going to give you payback reminder. They are going to bring the record in front of you, the things they have done for you. I sent you to good school despite I wasn't able to do this and that, but despite of whatever problems I had, I still sent you to this school, I got you into this college and this and that. And look, you are not listening to me. Look, you're doing things your way. You are my child, I did this for you, I did that for you. Things go really ugly and nasty. They'll give you payback reminders, they will shame you, guilt trip you, they'll make you feel as if you are the most mean and ungrateful person on this planet. Yeah, by choosing things for yourself. Yeah, and that's how things are in narcissistic relationships. You have to betray your own self and prioritize the narcissist. So narcissistic parents are very image oriented, and they will do a lot of things, and that's basically to preserve and protect their image. Yeah, that's not for your well-being. And the last damaging and weird thing that narcissistic parents do with their kid is false empowerment. So narcissistic parents are not going to empower you to become independent. Narcissistic parents are not going to empower you the way how healthy parents do. Narcissistic parents are going to give you the list of expectations they have from you, and every time you are able to accomplish or achieve any of those expectations, narcissistic parents are going to give you tiny bit of validations. Yeah, and this is because narcissistic parents view you as an extension of themselves. So if you are fulfilling their expectation, that is something which is in a way boosting their ego. Yeah, they are getting the return they expected out of you. Yeah, and they feel somewhat better, but in reality they are miserable individuals. We know that, and nothing can make them feel better for long. Yeah, but coming back to the false empowerment thing, so narcissistic parents are only going to empower you if you are in the mission of fulfilling their expectation, dreams, and desire. Yeah, they are not going to empower you if you are doing things your way. Yeah, that then don't expect anything from them. Yeah, they might do bare minimum. They might keep you reminded of the things they have done, and that's it. And they'll keep on scapegoating, guilt tripping you, shaming you, keep using you as a punch bag. But if somewhat you are doing things their way, that is feeding their ego. Yeah, and if you are achieving good and doing good, they see that a part of them is doing good. They don't view you as a separate individual with your uniqueness. And that's the reason narcissistic parents really don't entertain authenticity of their kids. Yeah, they train their kids to set aside their authenticity. They train their kids to betray their own self and get into the mission of serving the narcissistic parent. So narcissistic parents are into false empowerment. They are going to only empower you if they see you will be able to fulfill and accomplish their expectation. Yeah, otherwise they are not going to empower you. Yeah, anything that is going to fuel or feed their ego, they are going to, in that case, validate you and somewhat empower you. But if there is no return, then there is no room for empowerment. So yes, these were a couple of weird and damaging things that narcissistic parents do with their kids. In case if you would like to add in something, you can always comment below. Please don't ignore the red flags, and always prioritize your own self. If you are messed up, you are no good to the others. So work on yourself, and if you have time, if you feel like, help others, do things for the others. But if you are messed up, um, that's not the right way. Yeah, so work on yourself, embrace your authenticity, and then go about helping others and doing things for others. Yeah, so the priority should be you, yourself. Yeah, so yes, take care of yourself. Lots of love and blessings to all of you. Bye.